And welcome back to Talkin Spit After Hours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay and Alan Poe. Back once again with the latest and greatest. Hey, yo. Like, let's talk about this Jake Paul Tyson. I think that's what's really the story. But I really want to get into the female fight, right? Because that was real niggas selling hands. Well, let's go to. So, how do you feel about the Tyson, Jake Paul? Is it Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you feel about that display?
It was a waste of my TV program watching.
So, yes, I feel it was a waste of time. My thing is, like, dog, everyone's broke. So you're having Mike Tyson at 57 years old, 57, 58, 59 years old to get a bag? Like, that's my biggest problem. Thank you, T. Hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Me and you go back like finger wave. What I'm saying is that it's come to this point to where Mike Tyson has to fight Jake Paul to get a check. Like he should have, like, he was the greatest heavyweight champion, and I mean, there might be others who can say otherwise. No, wasn't going on like Mike Tyson. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like our legends are getting played out, because I that's how I feel about it. It's like no one really respects like legends. Like, people, these young kids might say Michael Jackson wasn't the GOAT.
That was a travesty to watch. First of all, Jake Paul being confident and feeling great about himself after that, and talking about, I should have knocked him out, man, but I could. You couldn't knock him out. That was no point. You couldn't. Not you shouldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't knock him out.
Hey, T, you're breaking up. So,
I said he could not knock Jake Paul. Jake Paul could not knock Tyson out, even if he tried. It didn't matter. Jake Paul was on this little stupid podcast talking about, I was trying to knock him out, and then I just didn't have the heart to. And then I was speaking back like, I should have knocked him out. You couldn't knock him out. You tried your fucking hardest, and you couldn't knock him out. That shit was fucking horrible. That was terrible to watch. Mike Tyson, you are no longer one of my favorite fighters no more. You lost your fucking shit with that. You fucking sorry ass piece of shit. Fucking punk ass, dumb ass, dumb fucking shit fight. Fuck that fight. But the other fights were good.
So hold on. Are you gonna stand on Mike Tyson?
Huh?
Is that what you want to stand on?
Yeah, he's tarnished in my book.
Okay, so how about we think about this? It's all a money grab.
Tarnished in my book, even if it was a money grab.
How so?
Because people watch boxing for what? Great boxers. The people that get to that level are supposed to be great boxers. Jake Paul is not a great boxer. That was horrible, man. He was terrible. It was a fucking, you can bleep this out because it's at the first part of the show, but it terrible fucking showing, man. Mike Tyson just sat there and biting his tongue, trying to not hit him and shit like that. And like, you know, he dazed him in the first round. It's just anybody. I'm not gonna say anybody because nobody has to agree with me. But what I seen was bullshit. Tyson was fucking around. Jake Paul was like, I mean, he's not a like. Are we fucking what? Where are we fucking at, man? Where this dude can just be a YouTuber, train whatever the fuck he wants to train at, and then become a fucking professional fighter.
I can get a lot deeper than that. Hey, so for those who don't know, welcome back to Talking Spit After Hours, how we used to do. But you know, I can't really blame Tyson took the fight. We all knew the Tyson, right? And what I'm saying about that is he got his money, got a paycheck. It's not a fight. But yet but yet it's entertainment, right? So it's like
that was not entertaining.
Huh?
That was not entertaining.
To who?
To me. I was not entertained in any way, shape, or form. I was disgusted. That was an absolute travesty. And that should have never fucking happened. Don't ever bring no old ass man into the ring again, man. Logan Paul, Jake Paul, that shit was bullshit. You don't fight people that's fucking 30 years older than you, cause like, come on, man, put him in the ring with somebody else. Why isn't nobody else saying nothing about this shit? We're sitting here, oh, we fought Mike Tyson. The motherfucker Mike Tyson was 58 years old. 58 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And all them bullshit ass fucking videos we seen of him training, man. Like, fuck that shit, man. We was sitting there watching him training, like, oh yeah, this is Mike. Nigga, not thinking of trying to thinking he was turning back the clock. Fuck no, man. That clock spent like fucking. This started racing forward after that. As soon as he just stepped in that motherfucking ring, man, that was fucking horrible, man. Jake Paul, man, fight somebody, man. Fight somebody up there.
Hey, I'm gonna read your restroom real quick. Keep talking.
I'm not gonna keep talking. Just oh wait, man, that's weird.
And I'm so sorry for that because I had to go pee. My bad. You're saying, T?
What?
What are you saying? I had to go pee, man. Like I wasn't gonna sit here and keep the conversation going without uh
Uh,
relieving myself.
you're good. I wasn't gonna sit here and just talk like a weirdo either, but
All right,
but
kick it
it
back.
was,
So
it
Jake
was
Paul and Tyson.
no, yeah, it was just a complete waste of time. I think they wasted, or not wasted, but I think they duped a lot of people out of it. And watching Mike Tyson's training videos and all that stuff was like misleading, and the actual fight was horrible. And I don't think Jake Paul should be. I don't think he should be like sanctioned as a boxer. I think he should be sanctioned. I mean, not sanctioned. I don't think he should be sanctioned at all. I think he should just fight for fun or whatever and just call it that. He's not a boxer. You can't be a boxer, man, when you're a 27-year-old dude fighting a 58-year-old retired boxer who hasn't boxed in a professional match for over 20 years. I mean, excuse me. I take that back. In over 25 years or something like that. That's stupid.
True, but
What?
on the business side, though, I mean that worked out for him because you got to think if there were no rules in place, if there was nothing in place, nigga, if like Jake Paul, he's a great promoter, right? I could see him being like the new white Don King
Right.
as he gets older. Well,
Uh,
because he was a boxer, right? So he can speak to the game a little bit, and also he has pull from YouTube, like you said, right?
mhm.
Um, what I don't like the stipulations, like, oh yeah, we can't knock each other out. No, because I felt bad because I hate seeing.
Wait, who said they can't knock each other out?
No, that was part of the contract.
So was this released before the fight or after?
It was after.
Dude, straight dude. Because if everybody would have read that and seen the contract and be like, "Oh, we can't knock, they can't knock each other," nobody would have nobody would have watched that shit.
Right, right. Well, and that goes into the same thing, which I was kind of hinting to, is that everyone who was saying, "Oh, Tyson's old as fuck," was just like, "All right," like there were rules in place. It wasn't no holds barred. Like there were certain opportunities throughout that match, and first round, I felt that I knew it was rigged because there was a moment where Jake Paul threw a punch and Tyson ducked it, right?
Mm.
I mean, with the quickness. It's like, oh, Tyson, right? And then he attacked, but he held back. And the whole thing about him biting his glove, like that was a hint. No, nigga's mad, like, cuz I can fuck you up anytime I want to. I'm gonna bite my glove.
Man, just okay. Let's go through the events in this fight and just let's just be. I mean, let's just go through the events real quick.
Okay.
Everyone who's listening, just stay with me here and listen to me on this one. Stay with me. Let's go through the events and let's just see where we went wrong and what was being anticipated this. Okay.
Okay. Right.
For one, it was announced. Jake Paul was not announced. Jake Paul had some inkling because he thinks Mike Tyson's the greatest fighter. And so he was like, okay, what if I was to fight Mike Tyson? Oh yeah, there we go, the idea. Okay. Now, so you keep throwing this bone out there so everybody keeps oh, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul don't fight Mike Tyson. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. And it manifests, which is good on Jake Paul's part. What is it? People want to manifest their destiny all the time, and he did it. So now we have this fight between supposedly Mike Tyson and Jake Paul coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there was some thing that happened to where Mike Tyson had a stroke or something to where Mike Tyson got hurt or something, whatever the fuck it was, I forgot.
Right. Yeah. So he became ill. So this fight should have happened sooner. So he became ill, so he pushed it back.
Sooner, and yet, okay, I think we were duped right there. Maybe he did get hurt or something like that, but I think it's whatever. So we're sitting there thinking, okay, the fight's not going to happen. It was anticipated. Now everybody's, fight's back on. Oh, shit. Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. Hey, he starts showing these videos of Mike Tyson when he's younger. You know, when he's fucking, 20, throughout his 20s and shit, when he's knocking fools out and shit. And then, you know, he's not showing any real videos of Mike Tyson, when in his late 30s and 40s, when he's not doing anything because he's sitting there smoking weed and promoting brands and shit. So he's showing us younger videos of him getting knocking fools out. Oh yeah, he built the hype. It's Mike Tyson. It's Mike Tyson. There it is, dude. The hype is Mike Tyson. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. One of the big YouTubers now is gonna fight a professional boxer. But here's the thing. The YouTuber has a professional boxing career. Like, wow, what the fuck? Who would have thought that? Wow, that's crazy. That's amazing. No, it's not. Anyway, so led up to the fight. Don't fight. Okay, they push it back. And what do they do next? Okay, and they start doing all this promotional stuff, saying this, that. We see Mike Tyson doing all his training videos. He's like, oh shit, Mike Tyson, and everybody's pumped up. Mike Tyson's about to knock Jake Paul out. And then everybody did want Mike Tyson to knock Jake Paul out. But he's like, yeah. So we're all pumped up watching these videos of seeing Mike Tyson at 58 hitting the bag, scoring and stuff. You know, we're like, oh shit, man, like this is cool, man. Like Jake Paul. So now we're not even thinking about Jake Paul. Now we're thinking about how prolific Mike is at his age of being 58 and shit like that. Okay, but now just thinking about that, we do this. We call them this every day when we was playing football. You have those certain people that just want to go out there and during practice they go all out. And you know what? They seem to be the greatest player. You know what I'm saying? It's just in practice. You just
wait, hold on. Rewind that. What did you do, T?
What?
What they do? They go all out.
They go all out in practice, like what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah, you're supposed to.
Hey, yo, shout out Mike, man.
I'm not.
Nah, shout out Mike. Because he was on point you know what I'm saying, when the play is being distributed and he was there. You know what I'm saying? In the position he needed to be.
You know what? Okay. Shout out to Mike, right? Okay, yeah. You know what? Right. I give Mike his flowers for this.
Right.
I'll give this for the money grab or whatever. But let me finish real quick now. So they was promoting this fight. You know, Jake Paul was doing all this promotional stuff to his little YouTube, little teenage YouTube mafia army, or not mafia, his little teenage YouTube army, and all them little kids is like, oh man, Jake Paul. They don't even know who Mike Tyson is. So you know what they do? They Google Mike Tyson. And what do they see? They see videos of Mike Tyson when he's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then, knocking fools blocks off, you know what I'm saying? Then all they like, oh, so the anticipation grows for the younger generation. Like, oh man, this dude used to knock people out and all this stuff, and he's fighting, and Jake Paul's about to fight him. My favorite YouTuber is about to fight one of the best boxing dudes, one of the best knockout artists in boxing history. But no, the naivete of it is Mike Tyson is 58. Jake Paul is 27.
So it's all said and done now. Do you think that Because later on in the fight, there was a moment where Jake Paul, he bowed to Mike, right? You know what I mean? He bowed to him like, you're the greatest. Um, do you think, as far as, let's say if you're Jake Paul and you're fighting Mike Tyson, right? Would you take that L to hype up Mike Tyson and to let all the younger kids know, like, hey, this was that dude? Like, yeah, you guys are all here. We got you guys all here in Texas in the Cowboy Stadium. You spent all this money, but hey, let's revere this dude for the champion that he was. Or do you think he was selfish by no? Like, I want to have a winning record against Mike Tyson.
No. We ain't doing that. I'm Talkin Spit podcast here. We're calling a spade, man. It is because, like, okay, the money grab and all that stuff, yes, it was cool. Like, if you want money and all that stuff, but like, you have to think about that. Think about the aspect of this, man. And this is what struck me too. Did you like? I know that Jake Paul fouled to him and stuff like that. It was all theatrics and shit like that, man. Like this.
Yeah.
You just said that they had a clause in their contract that said they couldn't even knock each other out. So who gives a fuck what this decision was? Like, I mean, did they really even fight, or were they just out there sparring? So the whole point of what I want to say too is just like leading up to it. This is I do agree with you on this. Jake Paul is a brilliant promoter because he had everybody fucking fooled. Everybody fooled. Like I said, the kids was looking back at me. Who Mike Tyson? How many kids age 19 through? I mean, wait, age his fan base is probably 10 to 19. How many of them kids know who Mike Tyson really is without Googling it?
Not only that, though.
Very, very few.
Here's a bigger problem. So since we've been talking, this is a bigger problem that I've thought of. Okay. Why does it take a Jake Paul figure to big up Mike Tyson?
To do what?
To big up Mike Tyson.
Big up.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, if you look at Mike Tyson's career, he was at the pinnacle and started dwindling down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for this one fight alone, it was 20 million that he gets, right? My thing is, why aren't there more boxing aficionados or people who know boxing to get this going, right? Mike Tyson, Holyfield, Part 4 or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it took Jake Paul to get people interested in Mike Tyson again. So that's kind of what I'm like. Why does it take, or how did it happen with Jake Paul getting this done and real boxing aficionados couldn't get this done?
This is why I'll tell you exactly why. For one, well, let me give you a vision. Okay. First of all, rest in peace to the great Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
We seen how Muhammad was from 25, 30 years of boxing, right? Okay, Mike Tyson is literally about to be 60 years old. You should not be getting punched in your damn head at 60 years old, let alone going 8, 9 rounds, but 3 minutes of trying to do that. Like if that keeps happening, we keep seeing people like this fight, old men fighting like this. We're gonna actually see another person die in the ring.
See, so I can say the exact same thing. So that's like saying, yeah, he's 60 as a fighter, right? You should be doing that. But yet you're going to jail at 60, doing the same exact shit.
Who? Fighting?
No, I mean in general. So if boxing is what Tyson does at 60, right? He can't get away from it. That's his life. That's his being, right? The same thing for niggas who went to jail, got out, went to jail, got out, went to jail. And then it's like, damn, nigga, you 60, you still going to jail?
No, nigga, no, nigga. Then be an advocate for, like, be an advocate to kick people out of jail. Nigga Mike Tyson, like, you got all this boxing shit, nigga, train kids. Like, look what Floyd Mayweather did. He opened up the gym and he trains people to box. Like, nigga, he got avenues to go down, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just, I don't know, he just don't got no business acumen or something. Like, nigga, you're Mike Tyson. You can literally just say, you know what, I'm giving people $100 sessions right now. It's $100 a day for each person. Nigga, you'll have motherfuckers like, well, not after this fight though. Not after this fight. But
Why not?
before the fight, he could say Mike Tyson. He would have had a line down the street.
It's not like he got knocked out against an actual fighter. So why couldn't Tyson have that business acumen to, start training other boxers? Like,
Because he never did.
I'm sorry.
He never did. Who is he training? Who's coming up under Mike Tyson's gym?
Oh, true.
No.
You're spot on, right? I was just talking about how he lost against Jake Paul. It wasn't like, did you watch the fight? It wasn't really a fight. Like,
the whole point is, this is what, and this I've listened to actual boxers' reactions and opinions on this, and they were just like, it was not disgusted. They were just felt like it was like, fuck, man. Like, it was, they weren't happy about it. They weren't sitting there saying like, oh, I want to do no shit like this. Like, they're sitting there questioning people's, like, sitting there wanting to watch boxing, the integrity of boxing now. Like, listen, go in there and see what Bernard Hopkins and all these people, all these dudes, are what they're actually saying now. Like, they're sitting there saying, like, man, I think they might have just fucked up boxing.
oh, whose fault is that though?
It
has to be the boxing league. No, it has to be the boxing league, right? Because if you had strong fighters and you really believe in your sport and the craft of your sport, you wouldn't allow you wouldn't allow this to happen. And I get it because it's different. It's an exhibition. Doesn't really matter, right?
Exhibition, but it's now Mike Tyson is now 50-7. It counts against his record. Jake Paul is supposedly 8-0 now, but I hope this is why Al and this is a podcast. And, I know it's a podcast, man, but the noodles got to tell you something else, man. Like, you got to sit there and think, like, this ruins the integrity of boxing because it was a 27-year-old wannabe boxer who did not train, who did not do anything, who did not go through the grind, who did not work every day of his life, wake up, eat, sleep, and shit, boxing for 20 years just to get to a place where this is a fucking YouTuber who for past 5 years wanted to box and now pushed it to his fan base, and now his fan base got him boxing matches, and now he likes it because he's making all kinds of money. Right. It's the integrity of boxing that these dudes that real boxers are questioning don't want people to question. They want people to watch boxing. You remember when boxing used to be exciting?
Exactly. I was gonna bring that up. But yeah, go ahead.
You remember when you Like you heard these boxing matches, and then nigga, you knew the names. You knew every name. You knew every name that was coming on. And it didn't matter what division it was, heavyweight, middleweight, welterweight. You always knew somebody's name. Now, you know, you can count on like both hands, maybe even one hand of all the boxers you can name right now.
USA Friday Night Fights. So
you couldn't even name some of those boxers.
No, what I'm saying is, so you remember growing up on USA, they would have like free boxing matches, right? And I believe growing up, Tyson was on one of those.
He might have been. There might have been these boxers. Might have been many of those boxers on those, and you know, those exhibition matches. Because that's what I'm saying, man. You got to go through the grind, man. You can't just be like, I want to be a boxer, and then put it out there and shit like that. Look, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Well,
what the fuck kind of world are we living in? This is what I'm talking. We live in a weird ass world.
But what I'm saying is, if you have money, right, why not do what you want to do? As far as like, I'm speaking on Jake Paul's part. Like, he's not a real boxer, but guess what? I got the money. I can train with the best trainers, and if I feel like fighting, I can fight.
Yeah, I can fight a 60-year-old man. I won't fight nobody my age, really, though. Oh, I fought Nate Diaz, who was retired and still fucking 10, 15 years older than me. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, man? And I'm still blinking shit out, man. This is crazy, man. We gotta wake up with this dumbass shit. We can't just be sitting here and just thinking like Jake Paul really beat up Mike Tyson.
No, I mean, I don't know who's really saying that. I wouldn't say that Jake Paul beat up Mike Tyson. Never.
You go on his thing, you go on his page, you see the comments, all his little fans. Oh yeah, he knocked dude out. He really could have knocked dude out. Jake Paul said it himself. He's like, oh man, I feel bad. I should have. You know what? I was thinking about it. No, I should have knocked him out. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You stupid man. Like, not everybody who's watching your fucking shows is stupid and young. I'm sorry.
Well, I totally agree with you in what you're saying. As far as like the actual physical boxing, like I said earlier, there were rules placed. You know, there were rules in place, and yeah, so Tyson couldn't go ham.
Yeah.
Because the first round it would have been done.
It would have ruined his. It might have tarnished his career. That's why.
For what? Beating him up?
It might have tarnished his career if Mike Tyson knocked him out.
Now that's a great conversation, because what if Tyson signed that contract and knocked him out?
Then Tyson would have lost that 20 mil, but he'd have had respect. But in this day and age, man, 20 mil carries fucking respect. He said it himself. No. You know what? Let's shift the focus real quick here, because we need to get on Mike Tyson now. He's not safe in this, man. First of all, the biggest fucking thing, I'm going from biggest to littlest thing. The biggest fucking thing is, you know that weigh-in thing they had, nigga, where you face up with each other?
All right.
This nigga came out in some. Somebody said a blue screen.
You watching niggas fits? Come on, guys. So he slapped him, right? So he slapped him, and that's what drew people like, oh, it's a real fight.
It was great. Nigga, Al, you're missing the point of what I'm saying. Because, like, okay, he slapped him. Mike Tyson came out in a fucking G-string.
Okay, you told Mike no. Like you can say, "Hey, Mike," like you gonna be like, "Hey, Mike, nigga, be the man." Like, what?
You know what? All right, dude. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do in your spare time, bruh. I don't know what you be doing, nigga, in your spare time, nigga. But if I ever see you ever come around me with a G string on, nigga, that's the end of us, cuz. That's the end of us. It may be okay in your world, nigga. That's not okay in my world. Nigga, Mike Tyson came out in the motherfucking thong, nigga. He may have slapped that nigga, but at least Logan Paul had some sweats on because he had his dignity on, cuz. Nigga, oh,
He has dignity on. He has dignity on. That's hilarious.
what
Oh
is
my God, bro.
Hey, what boxers? What boxers out there? Because what? How many of y'all be boxing in the thong? Cause like, how many of y'all be boxing in the G string? Cause please answer that. Like, we want to know if you boxing the G string and thong and you're a man. Cause like, just say Mike Tyson was in a thong.
But then again, it's Mike Tyson.
It's what?
But then again, it's Mike Tyson. So who's willing to hey Mike, what kind of suspect?
Everybody now.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying is you can say it on the outside looking in, like we are, but we go to Mike and be like, hey Mike, that was kind of suspect.
Yes. Yes. No, ain't nobody afraid to get knocked out by no Mike Tyson no more. I don't care if he got power. I don't care. Like, no. Mike Tyson can get it.
You just said he had power. He has power, nigga.
Like, nigga, nobody should ever be scared to get an ass whooping, man. You should be scared to get killed and shit, but not an ass whooping. And I'm not scared to walk up to Mike Tyson and say, nigga, that is, you should be a motherfucking ashamed of yourself. And if he want to hit me for my opinion on that, then that just adds more, adds more kerosene to my flame.
So, okay, so for 20 million, what would you not do?
For 20 million, okay, first of all,
right. Hey, nah. Hold on. Random questions, random answers, guys. We're gonna start early right now. So, for $20 million, would you walk throughout the streets butt naked?
No.
Thank you. Because there are a lot of people for $20 million that will walk around butt naked.
No. That is a form to me of selling your soul, and I do not go down that road.
Okay, if no one knew about the ordeal, like you had to be crazy just walking throughout the streets for 20 million, would you do it?
And no one knew about it?
Yeah. In other words, so no one knew the contract or the stipulations. One day they just saw you walking down the street just butt naked, like, oh, it's acting weird as fuck. But that was part of the contract. But you got 20 million for it. So okay, break it down this way. For 4 minutes of your time to walk around Walbrook, butt ass naked for $20 million, you wouldn't do it?
No.
That's what's up.
That's on God, too.
why you gotta put it? Why you gotta put it on God? Nah, I heard you guys. I believe you guys. Like
that nigga would do it. Yeah, he would do it. Nigga, for 20 million, he would do it. Nigga, no. That's on God. I wouldn't do it.
No, I believe you though. But why you gotta put the man upstairs into it? Like
Because
He's not vouch for this. Like he's not like, oh yeah, that's my nigga T. Like yeah, he holds it
I
down.
don't know who is going to be watching this podcast. I don't know. And then if they watch that certain part of the podcast, that certain part, and they be like, oh yeah, that nigga wanted it for 20 mil. And then they hear me say that's on God and something cross my heart. Then they gonna be like, oh, okay, never mind. So if they go by and click that, and they click that one part of our episode, they just want to see this a random part and it goes like, oh man, would you do this for 20 mil? And they be like, oh yeah, nigga, this nigga like, oh, okay. So that's what I want people to see. I will not sell my soul for that. And as Mike Tyson was a form of selling your soul. Remember, I don't know if you've seen this, but there was a teenage little girl that was talking to Mike Tyson, and she asked him about legacy. And he said, who gives a fuck about legacy? I don't care about no legacy. Like,
But. So.
Then why did you box in the first place? Just for the money? Why did you wake up every day of your, through your young...
Nigga was struggling, guys. Like, nigga was struggling. Like...
Why did you wake up and that you don't wake up and go to the gym and struggle? Just to struggle. You wake up and you go to the grind to get money.
No, he wanted to beat up, his bullies. Right. So think about that. Think about this.
So, and then when some randomly somebody said, "Oh, nigga, you should box."
Right. So, but niggas killed his pigeon, cuz. Like, think about your only friend in the world, and niggas picked on you for it, right? So he loved pigeons. That was the shit. And niggas used to pick on him, beat him up. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point in time, I was like, fuck that, nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck that, nigga. It's time to start beating niggas up. So. Because you're fucking with, so like it's different because you got to think if that's his one true, not pathway, but something that keeps him calm and keeps him sustained and level, right? And now you want to come through and fuck with my pigeons? Yeah, nigga, I'm fucking you up. I didn't bother y'all niggas. You came to my sanctum, the pigeon sanctum, and start killing my birds. So guess what? I'm fucking you up. I'm killing you, per se, in the boxing ring. So once he felt that something that was close to him, that mattered to him, was killed, all right, cool. All bet lines are off. And I'm knocking niggas out from here on until this day. Now, him being 56, almost 60 years old, yeah. I mean, the payday, 20 mil, fuck it, nigga. Do your interview on Netflix, nigga, turn your back to the camera and walk with cheeks out. Nigga walk with cheeks out, cause that's hard. I don't lie.
I bet Jake Paul put that in the contract for me. You gotta walk out here in the G screen too. And then slap me too, just so you can make it for more good content.
He's like, yeah, nigga, and make it look meaty. Oh man, Seaside. Anyway. But yeah, so it was a great fight. But I really want to talk about the fight prior, or that happened before that. So
let's just cap this off, man. Out your opinion on the Jake Paul Tyson fight, because there were much better fights, and we're gonna get into those right now. But go ahead.
I mean, I think everyone got from it, except for real Tyson fans who wanted to see him like kind of show his skills still. You know what I mean? Like, he's older, but I think a lot of people who grew up on Tyson wanted to see that combination. I'm sorry, that combination, that big blow. You know, but hey, it was a business decision, and both parts signed contracts. Excuse me, and they took place on that. So, can't be mad, but I can be mad about the fight prior. Go ahead, T.
Well, you know, we already know how we feel about. I mean, we all know how I feel about the fight. I expressed it all throughout the episode so far. So, complete travesty. It was rigged. They should be ashamed of themselves. And, all the things Trump said was that match, or that fight right there between Tyson and Jake Paul. But anyway, I do want to get on the other fights because there were two other good fights. And the fight before the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight was probably one of the best women's fights I've seen in a long time. But I will say this, Al, did you think that she should have continued after her eye got opened up like that? You think they should have called them in a fight?
No, not at all. Because she was still fighting. My problem is that
No.
Homegirl was hurt.
Like, don't just dismiss my question. Like,
What do you mean? I answered it.
I want to hear why you think what you think. Why should they have not stopped the fight with their eye open that big?
Because she was winning.
Okay.
So,
all right.
My problem was that she won the whole fight. Punch thrown, punches landed, punches thrown. My biggest thing was as far as the headbutts, and she kept headbutting and headbutting and headbutting. But it's like, okay, after all that, and she's getting her block knocked in. How does Serrano lose? Sorry.
Okay. There's two sides to this. I'm just in my opinion. For one, I can't just put it on the other girl and just say she was headbutting the whole match, because I think they were both leading with their heads a lot. And it just happened to be at the times that, they were punching each other. Because when I was looking at if you watch the matches, they both lead with their head a lot. And at the times when they're both leading with their heads are going to collide. Now, I believe the Serrano girl, I can't remember the other girl's name, but the Hispanic girl won by, it should have been like 10-8 though, like all cards to me.
For who?
And what I seen, because it was gruesome, it was crazy, and I don't see. But now, what if her eye can be like? What if that's a permanent damage thing now? So what? She gonna sue the boxing commission now because they made her keep fighting? Like, no.
No, I don't think that. I think that by Serrano's determination for one, and she won the fight hands down.
Yeah.
But she had a huge gash, over her right eye, and I give her I give her props on that alone because even after the fight, the post game, and it's like I'm sorry, she's chilling, but damn, nigga, that meat is just sitting there chilling. Sorry, I'm like, damn,
She damn
she's a
near,
beast. You
yeah,
gotta be a beast.
she damn near her eyelid was damn near slid off her damn head, man. Like, how you gonna like? You know what though? I don't know if people knew this though. The reason why they didn't call that fight is because they weren't in a real boxing, like
City.
a certified boxing, state and all that shit, in the arena and and all that shit. That's why they didn't do it in Vegas. That's why they didn't do it in California. That's why they didn't do it in Atlantic City or none of those other places
That's
like that.
bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit though.
No, it ain't. What's bullshit? Oh wait, go ahead. I'll let you go ahead.
No,
Why?
what I'm saying it's bullshit because if it's a title fight, it should count.
It
So
did.
I'm sorry.
It did. I'm talking about. Well, listen.
But it's not in the sanctioned area. That's what I'm saying.
It's not in the certified boxing area. Yes, the cut. We've never seen a cut that big on any actual fighting in Vegas. That is the biggest cut I've ever. Actually, that is the biggest cut I have ever seen in my fucking life from boxing. I've never seen a cut that big.
I don't like women's boxing. I don't like women's MMA. Like it seems, you know, barbaric. Excuse me. And when I say that, it's like women shouldn't be fighting. No, I get it. There are women fighters out there who want to, beat other women up, but it's like it doesn't sit well with me.
So what cooking the meals, giving birth to kids, and just doing shit like that. Like back in the old days, because what happened is, like if a woman wanted to be a warrior, they threw her up out the tribe and stuff. Cause like that's what you want. You want to make women great again. I was just playing I was not like that.
So you want to get make women great again hats?
But no, man, it's just like that fight was a great fight, but at what cost, man? I mean, if homegirl's okay, like and her eye heals up okay, and she can continue to box, then you can wipe our hands, and be cool. But what if what if this is her last fight because of
it? True. What if that was what if that was your lady though?
Her what?
What if that was your lady?
Oh, I'd have had him stop the match.
And she was like, no.
Man, there's no way you should. I don't care if you dude, female, whatever, that big a cut, because there's no reason to keep fighting. Because, just call it a no contest, and let him fight against some other guy. But you gotta call that one, man. That's people it's.
But if she's an athlete, and
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, her wheel wants her to keep going and all this stuff, but at the same time, man, if someone say if a dude playing football, nigga broke his, tore his ACL, and was limping around. And was like, nah, man, hold on, cuz I still got this. I'm good. Or you just gonna be like, all right, man, fuck it. It's on you.
I would have to see his coverage on Out Route.
Are you trying to be funny and shit, nigga? I'm being serious. Like,
I am too. I'm being very serious. So sorry. Damn. Fuck. So what I'm saying is, I apologize. I have the hiccups. So what I'm saying is that if that's your lady and that's her whole life, boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the middle of that fight, when you saw her eye hanging off or her eyelid hanging off,
yeah,
you wanted to stop it. If she said no, what would you do? Would you say, all right? Because this is her life, this is her profession, this is how she makes money. So if she's cool with it, well,
I guess if she want to have the potential of losing his eyesight and other stuff, okay, then that's on her.
Yeah.
But I said you should fight. I said you should stop the fight, and then because of safety, really, not because I said you should stop the fight. They're like, fuck that, you stop this shit. Nah, nigga, no more fighting. And I said so. It's because I'm concerned for her eye, and I don't want her to like anything else to be like happy. That's it. So yeah, stop the fight. Please don't fight anymore.
But you can't say that, T. As far as like now you care about the well-being of women, which is great. But I mean, if they're in the profession of boxing, right? That's part of the game. No one came to such and such aid when Preston came and put a titty back in. You feel me?
Me too.
No one cared about women's boxing then. No one really cared about the well-being of women. So
none of the people that watch this know what you're talking about.
I know, but I'm trying to give you the. I'm sorry, Jesus, this is gonna suck. I'm trying to give you the angle that I'm coming from.
Okay.
No one cared, like growing up, no one cared about their well-being, right? Mm-hmm. No one really cares about women's boxing for their well-being. Being the way you showed, like, yeah, you told her stop. But if she's an athlete, like any high-trained athlete, we don't know stop.
I guess to each of their own.
Damn. I'm sorry, you guys. I got hiccups. So we'll just end it right now, T, because this is not going to get any better. Yeah, that shit sucks. Hiccups, I think that's one of the worst things ever, are hiccups.
It is when they don't go away.
Yeah, and you're trying to, fight through it and talk. Like, yeah, shit sucks.
All right, well.
Hey, you know what? Go ahead, T, you end it, man, because I can't do it.
Well, I will say this for all of you guys watching, you guys that tuned in, please comment, like, share, get engaged, help us be able to go up. We love it, we appreciate it. And I'm taking you to the fridge, so thank you for watching. Thank you for watching Talkin Spit After Hour. I'm your host, TJ Bay. Tea time. You know what I'm saying? And that's your host, them Hiccup, Big Al right there, you know what I'm saying? Al Poe. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Stay up and stay blessed.
If you like it, you like it. If you love oh shit. If you love it, you love it. Hey, we love y'all. We'll see y'all niggas next week. God dang it.